Hey guys, it's your host Davian. Welcome to another episode of Consciouztv. You guys already know what we're here to talk about. Make sure that you rate, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Hit all when you do so that you can keep up with all of my latest uploads. You can also donate to the show at my Cash App, which is $Consciouztv, or my PayPal at paypal.me/consciouztv, and you can email me at consciouztv@gmail.com. All of the donation information will be in the description box below. Let's get into this video. I want to give a shout out, and I want to correct myself in my last video. Thank you to Mariano G. He commented on my Andrew Caldwell video, which for those of you who haven't checked that video out, go ahead and check that video out after this video, of course. I want to say thank you, brother man. Thank you, sir. Thank you, boo, for your contribution. It means a lot to me. I'm so glad that you enjoyed the content, and I hope to continue to entertain you guys, inform you guys, kiki with you guys, and just relate and live life alongside you guys. Thank God for the World Wide Web, right? I also want to give a shout out to Consciouztv G, aka Sabrina. Sabrina is also a long-term subscriber to the show. Consciouztv G is a graphics designer. She reached out to me via Facebook first, then she emailed me and sent me that beautiful fan art that I had uploaded to my community feed. So for those of you who want to check that out, you guys can go check out her work. Gorgeous. I'm waiting for a email back from her so I can definitely go ahead and give her a full shout out. Tell you guys where you can find her in case you want some graphic design work done for a flyer, for an upcoming event, for your YouTube channel, or anything that you have going on, because this girl is A1. I was blown to smithereens. So you guys stay tuned for her information in a future video. I wanted to come and do this video because as somebody who is kind of moving up bit by bit by bit on the social media ladder, I'm getting more involved with other content creators, other YouTubers, even some famous people. A lot of people have reached out to me since last year. Once again, you guys know that my channel got its boost from covering the Queen's Court drama and the fallout with Maddie. That introduced a lot of people to me, who then came to know other parts of me outside of my commentary, outside of my reads, outside of my shade and my roasting and gagging. There is a huge element and aspect of me that is very spiritual and metaphysical. So of course I have gotten to know plenty of movers and shakers in this industry. I have some really notable people who are subscribed to my channel. When I was doing a lot of reviews for the Iyanla Fix My Life, people who work for Iyanla Fix My Life are subscribed to my channel. There are also contacts in my phone. People who have been on the Iyanla Fix My Life show are also people who are subscribed to the show and who have reached out to me personally, who I'll talk to offline. And of course, just, you know, other content creators who have reached out to me through Instagram, through Facebook, who we've not necessarily collaborated openly, but we've developed a social media shift in real life. All those variations of relationships I am in as somebody who is involved in social media and who has a growing platform. With that being said, there's some feedback I want to give to those who are thinking about coming into the industry, who are thinking about getting involved in social media, who are trying to excel to fame, to popularity, who are trying to develop platforms where you can really express your gifts and your talents, so that you don't get hung up on or have any preconceived notions about what it's like dealing with other content creators, what it's like dealing with celebrities and famous people and TV people and industry people. First and foremost, nobody is your fucking friend in this industry. This is the meat and potatoes of this whole video. Nobody is your friend. I don't give a damn how much y'all get along. I don't care how y'all have similar personality types. I don't care how many collaborations you guys are willing to do and you guys having a similar walk through life and background. And I'm not saying that everybody in this industry is fake as fuck, but what I'm saying is that people who you meet in the industry, people who you meet along your journey, other content creators, other aspiring writers, other aspiring gifted people, everybody so far from what I can see, these people first and foremost put their business first. And this is what I mean by you have no friends. In this industry, the social media industry, the entertainment industry, people put their clout, their views, their likes, their visibility, their popularity, and their dollar ahead of their relationships. These are not people who are necessarily going to defend you openly. These are not necessarily people who are concerned about your daily well-being. These are people who, for the most part, you will only intersect with them and have need to intersect with them if it's related to any of this: TV, production, the internet, YouTube, clicks, and views. When I first started meeting people in this industry last year, I was under the false pretense that I had friends in this industry. I can understand now why they tell you to keep your original friends. If you are a real life human being who already has friends coming into this industry, do not exchange your real life friends for industry friends. And when I say industry, once again, that's an umbrella term for Hollywood, for entertainment, for television, for YouTube. All of this shit is first and foremost entertainment. It's a social media platform. These are not your real friends. These are people who you meet and there's a mutual benefit in the relationship. Maybe somebody knows somebody else. Maybe you have this, they have that. Maybe you guys are both building your fame, your popularity. You work together to increase visibility and to network, and those things are first and center on the plates of aspiring industry people and entertainers. So when you're going through real life things, whether that's a divorce, a breakup, a health crisis, financial difficulty, do not think that despite you getting up here low in the video talking about your crisis, do not think that despite being on Facebook speaking openly about your pain, about your feelings, about your mental health, that the first people who are going to come to your aid are the people who you are friends with in this industry. It will not be. It will be all your regular, smegular, real life fucking friends who knew you and was with you before you ever became somebody, before you ever became a brand, before you ever became famous, before you ever had money. These are the realest motherfuckers in your life. Trust me when I tell you. When I went through my breakup last year, as much as I was going through, none of my industry friends made me a so-called priority. It was my real life friends who I've already been friends with for 14 years, 10 years, 12 years, 11 years, who was there with me, helping me with my real life shit. That's why in my life, I take so many breaks away from social media, because I'm actively involved in my family's life. I'm actively involved in the people's life who have been involved with mine. And I will put those people before any of this facade shit, because this is just fucking business for most content creators. Do not expect these people to be your friends. People will leave you behind soon as they get on, soon as they get put on. A lot of the content creators who I saw start off this small and have increased in volume are people who have already forgot where the fuck they came from. They've already left behind a lot of the smaller content creators who was supporting them when they were this wee bit small. And these are people who haven't even really made it yet. They're just made it a little bit more further down the road than where they started at, and they have already forgotten their damn heritage and their history. So when I met people coming into this industry, I was my genuine self, thinking that, you know, the vibe was mutual in terms of we really fuck with each other the long way. But there were plenty of real life things I went through, like I said, where I got to see that these relationships are only skin deep in this industry. They're only surface deep. They're only as deep as these tattoos are. These tattoos are very on the surface. This is not how the inside of my arm look. This is how all of the relationships in this industry, for the most part, are going to look for you. They're going to be very surface. There's nothing beneath the surface, and that's unfortunate, because I don't believe it should necessarily be that way. But this is a competitive ass industry, and it doesn't matter whether it's the spiritual community or whether it's the secular community. What I've noticed about the secular community is it is cutthroat, and people will do what they have to do to get ahead, even if it means scrapping you, even if it means scrapping supporting you, even if it means not collaborating with you. People will sacrifice you for the betterment of their careers. When it comes to the spiritual community in this industry and on YouTube, a lot of it is a lot of extreme fluff. unfortunately. And the spiritual community on YouTube, they're like so spiritual that they're no earthly good. So they can talk about DMT, they can talk about psychics, they can talk about paranormal shit, they can talk about the third eye, kundalini and chakras and OBEs and astral projection, but none of those things necessarily lead to any real activism, because while it's cool to float out of your body, and while it's cool to develop psychic ability, and all those things are really necessary and have their practicality in our lives, there's still like real life issues that so many communities in this country are facing, from the discrimination that the LGBT community still experiences, the discrimination that blacks and the Latino community still experiences in this country, police brutality, sexism, black women's equality, women's equality. And when it comes to the spiritual community, they have nothing to say about these topics. They don't even spiritualize these subjects. They're not at the table. They're pretty much just as useless as religion is. You go to your churches, you hear about Noah, you hear about David, you hear about Jesus, you hear about all these different people, you pay your tithe, you put something in a collection plate, and then you go out into real life and don't know how to apply any of that shit to these social issues that your daughters are facing, that you are facing, that your neighbors are facing, that the world at large is facing. So what I've seen with the spiritual community is they so goddamn heavenly minded that they ain't no earthly good. And with the secular community, is too fucking secular and it's too materialistic, and there's just no fucking balance. So in this industry, you guys will not see me really cozy up with anybody. Like I said, the priority is different with people who work in this industry. These are not people who are going to really be there for you in real life. So as long as you know that coming in, you'll be fine. As long as you know that the people you will meet in this industry, that things are only surface deep. Ask anybody who's been in Hollywood, ask anybody who is involved in the industry in New York or in LA. They will tell you that everybody is fake as fuck in this industry. And you just have to know that if you want to maneuver, if you're coming into this thing with your heart on your sleeve, and you're coming in, you know, fighting other people's battles, and you're coming in thinking that these relationships are going to bleed out into your real life, they are not. And you're going to be heartbroken by your own expectation if that's the way you're coming in. So just keep your expectations really grounded, very simple. Know that you're in this industry to work. You're in this industry to utilize your gift and to have a platform. You're in this industry to make money, and treat the so-called friends you have in this industry the same way that you will treat co-workers. Y'all do y'all job and y'all have a good time when y'all are all in a mutual space together to do what y'all are here to do, and then outside of that, you go home and return to whatever the reality is of your actual life. I have so many well-known people, you know, in my contact list. I have so many famous people in my contact list. I have a lot of other content creators who I'm associated with, and I like all of these people, but I also know that these are not real relationships. I understand that I'm only as important to them as their next biggest story. I'm probably going to be doing a lot more commentary, getting more in depth about the nature of the industry. A lot of really wicked, fucked up, satanic, Luciferian shit also goes on in this industry. A lot of people sell their souls by giving in to things that really deviate them from their character. There's a lot of perversion in this industry. There's a lot of corruption and deception and manipulation in this industry. And there's a lot of interesting spiritual practices that people in this industry have that is very contrary to the image of themselves that they put out on the surface. I'm gonna work on really getting in depth with that conversation, but if you're coming into this industry, come in driven, come in happy, be kind, be nice to everybody, support whoever want to support you, and support who you're going to support. Their relationships are plastic. Maintain all your original friends and family. Take them people with you. Those people are going to keep you grounded, and those are honestly going to be the people that you're going to be able to trust, and you're going to know who is really there for the right reasons in your life, because a lot of people in this industry will also attach themselves to you because you have a little bit more than what they have, and you are a stepping stone to something else that they want, and they will love on you, and they will love bomb you and make you feel like they really are here for you, and they're really here for what you have and what you can do for them, what your platform can do for them, what your brand can do for them. So just be mindful of all of that. And you don't necessarily have to be defensive coming into this industry, but like I said, just know that people in this industry are about their clout, they're about their views, they're about their popularity. Your ass will be sacrificed if somebody is offered a bigger opportunity. People would take those opportunities. Even if y'all came in as a team, even if y'all came in as a duo, even if y'all came in as a group, 95% of people will sacrifice the group, will sacrifice the collaborations, will sacrifice the connections in order to further their own agenda. And can you really be mad at people for that? Maybe so, maybe not. That's a discussion that probably is also worth having. So I hope this video was informative. I just literally wanted to just make it absolutely clear that you should maintain your real life relationships to people. Don't leave them people behind for a bitch who got 1 million more followers. Don't leave your high school friends. Don't leave the motherfuckers that you done been broke with, you done been hungry with, you done pickpocketed out of Dollar General with, you done got locked up for petty ass prostitution with. Keep all the motherfuckers in your life. The people in this industry, they're not going to be there to give you that hug you need. They're going to not be there to give you that love you need. They're not going to sacrifice any time away from what they're doing to be there for you in any real way. So maintain your authentic, genuine relationships. Okay? So I'm going to get out of here. You guys already know to comment, rate, share, and subscribe. This video ain't really about nothing. I just wanted to really talk about how fake hoes are and to just kind of put other people coming up behind me on. I'm not even done with being put on myself. I'm still being put on. But from what I've seen so far, girl, it is really like kind of low-key terrifying because, like I said, I came in with my heart really wide open. But it's been a learning lesson, and I'm cool with everybody, but I know where I stand with everybody, and I know where they need to stand with me as well. Now that I've seen more and gotten kind of a little bit more knee deep into some of these connections, realizing that they are very surface based. So subscribe, share, comment, rate, press that like 100 times. You can also donate to the show once again at my PayPal, which is paypal.me/Consciouztv, and or my Cash App, which is $Consciouztv, and you can email me at consciouztv@gmail.com. I also have a narcissist video coming up. Yes, my ex has hoovered me, and we've made contact over the past 2 weeks. I'm going to tell you guys all about that. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week so far. I will talk to you guys really soon. One.